like he just appeared in our lives one day.
He just appeared and never left.
Yeah, start with that. Stephan just appeared in the lives. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Stephan just appeared in our lives, just molded into our family. But yeah, such a great guy.
Tell me about how he fits in with your family. What's it like, Stephan, hanging out?
Oh my gosh, Stephan's like a
crew?
chameleon, right?
In what way? Tell me.
I mean, he just blends right in with our family. And I will say to them in their toast later tonight, but Stephan is like whatever Addy needs him to be in the moment, which makes him so great for her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do they like together? What kind of stuff do they like to do for fun? Like, what's it like hanging out with Addy and stuff?
Yeah, they enjoy sitcoms together for sure. They're lovers of The Office. And recently they've been heading up to the mountains to help my parents outdoors. Definitely loving the outdoors. They have a really cute dog, Murphy. Taking Murphy out. Just got a house, so house projects. They do all sorts of things together. But,
fun.
Yeah, they've been juggling a lot. Work and school and so.
So why is Addy going to make the perfect wife?
Oh my goodness, why is she? The girl cannot be more organized. She knows exactly what she wants and how to do it. She's going to keep life in order for sure. And then Stephan's going to be the more spontaneous one. Take him off track, which is necessary sometimes.
Do you have a favorite memory of Addy when you guys were growing up? Something you guys like to laugh about?
Oh my goodness. Well, I maybe my other sister talked about this, but Addy and I have many years apart from each other, 9 years. So really, I left the house when she was still really young. But a memory of her as a little one, she had this dog costume that she wore all the time. You've probably already heard this story, but Shooting Star was the name of the dog. And she would wear this costume everywhere. And it was probably for when she was, 3 or 4, and she wore it till she was like 7. So it was like capri pants, and her face got completely squished in like this, the hood. And she called herself Shooting Star, and she'd crawl around the house. She'd go, I think, like to the grocery store, if my memory serves me. She went out in it. So yeah, I have fond memories of her wearing that, because I do remember her wearing that costume and running around with pride. Shooting Star.
She, as her sister said, is probably our smartest, which everybody always tells her. Sometimes she doesn't actually like that about herself. She said, it's hard to not have high expectations of people, and so I try to remind her. I'm going to cry. She knows that. Sorry.
Okay, well, let's move on to Stephan. Tell me a little bit about him. Why is he a good match for your dog?
He is a great match because he really calms her down and makes her laugh. He's very laid back, and so they're a really good complement to one another. And we're just so appreciative of him, I want to say, being able to handle her, but just being able to take the edge off and to make her enjoy life more. And I guess just to laugh together is their biggest thing. So.
Cool. So look at your crystal ball here. Why don't you tell me, where do you think Addy and Stephan are going to be in 10 or 25th anniversary, so they can watch this and see how accurate you are?
Well, hopefully we'll be there to enjoy it with them. But I would imagine they would have 3 to 4 kids would be my guess for them. They both love kids. But I think Addy's going to have a crazy, intense job that she'll love, and Stephan might be more of the one that balances the kids. But we'll see with his career choice too, so it could be a tough balance. I see them still in Colorado probably, but maybe having ventured to some other countries or Texas because of the oil and gas industry that Addy's in. So I think they'll be adventuresome, but they'll want to also get back to family and home, Colorado.
Cool. Any motherly advice for their wedding or anything like that?
I sent Stephan a text this morning, which evidently he cried about, and my husband and I wrote a letter to Addy this morning just saying to laugh often. We think laughter is really important. To stay humble, to encourage one another, to be kind, and to forgive. Because life is hard, marriage is a hard work, and just to really kind of just take one day at a time and enjoy each
Addy.
other.
Well, Addy and I were roommates freshman year of college.
Awesome. How'd you guys become friends?
Well, we lived together, so it's kind of like forced friendship. But when we were starting to find our freshman year roommates, we were like messaging on, I think, email, and we found out we both love Criminal Minds and cats, and so we were like, who else could we be friends with except each other? And so then everything else is history.
Awesome. Can you give me a good Addy story? Something she did, something you guys did together, something you think is just a very her thing to do, something that makes you laugh, something you're proud of her for.
All right, so I'm not gonna tell the story I was going to tell because I was told that it's a bad story. So something that Addy is really good at is being on time. And so for her bachelorette party, Ashley and I were actually running late. And before we even started running late, I was like, we should text Addy and tell her we have a flat tire. And then we were like, nah, that'll stress her out. And then when we finally got here, we told her, and she said that she was gonna text us like before we got there. And we were only like 5 minutes late, so.
Awesome. So what's the bad story? Give me that. That's gonna be what's fun when they watch this on their 25th anniversary and they've forgotten all this stuff.
Okay, so you know how I said Addy really likes Criminal Minds? Well, we were watching it one time freshman year, I think, like at her house, and then the next day we were at school and I had gone to the gym with my friend Cameron, and then we went hiking, and she didn't realize that I was with Cameron, and so she was freaking out and like texting Cameron like, oh my gosh, where's Julia? I think she's been kidnapped. And of course we didn't have any service because we were kind of like up on top of a mountain. And then I came back and she was like, oh my gosh, where have you been? And I was like, oh, you know, out. So. Sure.
Excellent. So what was Addy like growing up? What kind of kid was she?
Well, she was definitely the smart one. She liked to do math problems using our digital clock. So if that tells you how smart she was.
Awesome. Do you have a good story for growing up? Something very Addy that she did? Something you guys like to laugh about? Weird memory?
Well, she loved animals always. She was always down in the pond catching frogs. One time she was wearing, I think, my rain boots. And she went down to the pond and was like in the mud, in her jammies, covered in mud, like from head to toe. And I think she brought back a frog or a fish or something, so.
Nice. So what about this Stephan guy? When you met him and found out they were dating, maybe going to be engaged, why did you think he was good enough for her? What is about him?
Actually, the first time they started dating, well, the second time, they dated, broke up, and then dated. The first time, I didn't even really know about him. I was in college. The second time, she's a little bit older, so you know, you gotta check him out. And I looked at his Instagram, and I was terrified. Because all the pictures were like of him on his motorcycle, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, covered in tattoos. And I literally told my husband, like, I'm terrified of this guy that Addy's dating. But he's amazing, so.
Why are they a good match? Why are they a good match?
They're a great match because Addy's type A, like, I need to be here at this time, and Stephan is always late, so they like balance each other out. And Addy can get like anxious, and Stephan just controls her and listens to her and calms her down. So they're actually a perfect match. So.
Yeah.
She is very caring. She's always putting others' needs before hers. She's just very honest with you, really good communicator. She's just a great friend overall. Very caring.
How did she and Stephan meet? Do you know?
They met, they both worked at Indian Tree, the golf course together, so that is where they met.
Cool. Were you friends with her at the time that they met?
We weren't that close, but we were still friends, but, yeah.
What'd she say about him? Do you know why did she start dating that guy? What did she like about him?
That time we didn't really talk a whole lot, so.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries. Do you have a fun memory with Addy? Something that you guys did that you really enjoyed?
You want me to push it towards your head?
So many.
Okay. Tilt your head back a little bit. There you go.
So we have, I don't know, so many.
So to pick this one, right?
Yeah, all of our bar nights, I guess, and our spring break trip on our cruise was great times with all of us. So.
What'd you guys do? So you all went together on spring break on a cruise? Tell me about it.
We drove down to Texas, and then we went on a Carnival cruise to Mexico, 5 days, then just a girls trip, so right for the wedding, so lots of fun times there.
Cool. Any highlights? Something crazy that happened? Something that was particularly fun? Something weird you saw?
Nothing that sticks out.
No problem. How about them as a couple? What makes them the power couple of 2019? Why do they work well together? What do you think?
I think they're really alike, but they also have their kind of own like ways that make them unique, that it fits together. I know they're really good communicators. They're always talking to each other about things, and they're both really, really funny people too. So.
Addie was my neighbor when she moved to Canada. We literally lived next door to each other, which is like every girl's dream is to have her best friend right next door. Yeah.
So why is Addy going to be the perfect wife?
These are hard questions.
I've
I've only had 2 questions so far.
Okay, well, how about like her and Stephan? What makes them a good match together?
I've only met Stephan once.
Oh, okay.
I know. Addie is...
Well, tell me this. What makes her a good
Yeah.
friend? What makes her a good friend?
She's so like caring, she looks after you, she's so considerate and thoughtful, and she's so funny. Like, she's got the best sense of humor. She always makes me laugh. Yeah.
When she got engaged, did she call or text you? Did you guys talk at all? What'd she say?
Addie sent me a text and said, I have to tell you something. And my response back was, are you engaged? She was like, you ruined it. How did you know?
I lived across from Addy freshman year, and we went to Bible study together. And then for Thanksgiving, I didn't have anywhere to go, so she invited me over, and I cried because I was scared her family was going to be weird. But they weren't, so it was good.
Awesome. So, do you know Stephan at all, or have you just kind of like her, only met him this one time?
No, I've met him a few times. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, why are they a good match? Why do they work well together?
Well, Addy and they're kind of similar, kind of different, you know. They fit together good.
Do you know how he proposed to her? Do you know the proposal story or anything like that?
Yeah, they went for a walk over out on this pond over here, and he proposed. He had his brother hiding to take pictures. It was cute. Yep.
Awesome. So, were you surprised when you found out that they got engaged, or were you expecting it?
Slightly expecting it, but not like right then, you know. Yeah. So, one time, me and Julia were in bed.
That's me.
We had bunk beds, remember, Addy? And you weren't supposed to be home, and
We were watching a scary movie, and then
Before.
and then we went to bed, and we were talking about scary things like people murdering each other for some reason.
all of a sudden, the door's closed. Hear a little jiggle. The doorknob starts going, so I pull up my covers and then go, ha, ha, ha.
And I, being the smart individual that I am, just sit up and look because I was like, Ashley's yelling. They're gonna murder her first. And
And then Addy walked in. Yep.
You guys do a lot with murder. Mines and people
yeah.
being lost in the woods. It's a scary thing.
Fun time.
We're very nice for people who like to watch. No, not watch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Addy's
Like
kids
here.
are never gonna be allowed outside.
Yeah.
Never gonna have phones. No internet.
no internet, no phones,
It's gonna
no
be like,
friends.
bubble mom, don't touch my baby.
Helicopter.
Bubble. Alright.
Bye. Congrats, homie, you did it.
We're so happy for you, Addy and Stephan, and we've been praying for you, and we can't wait to walk beside you in this journey of marriage. That's amazing and also challenging, and we're just excited to see where you and Stephan go in life.
Addy, we love you so much. We're so excited to be a part of today. Congratulations, and we're here for you every day from here on forward. Love you.
Hey, congratulations. We love you guys, and we're so proud of you and excited for your new journey together.
Congratulations, Addy and Stephan. We're so excited for you and your life together.
Congratulations, Stephan and Addie. I'm so happy that you guys are getting married. From what I've seen, you guys are just such a perfect couple. You're so great with one another, and you deserve each other's love so much, and I'm so grateful that I got to be here with you guys.
So, Stephan, how did you meet this Stephan guy?
We met at Indian Tree Golf Course, which is where we both worked in high school. And yeah, he just asked me out one time, and that's kind of how it all started.
So what about him caught your eye?
We always laugh when we're together, so I really like his sense of humor, and he's very sweet.
Does he have a go-to joke or anything that is a good way to make you laugh?
He likes to make funny noises, and even though they annoy me half the time, they always make me laugh, so.
What's your favorite funny noise?
Oh gosh, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. But he'll just like whisper one in my ear, and he thinks it's really funny.
Right on. So, when did you know that you wanted to marry him?
I think probably about 2 years ago, I knew I wanted to marry him. I'm not really sure why, but we just were hanging out all the time, and I knew that he was someone that I didn't want to not be hanging out with for the rest of my life, so.
There you go. How did he propose? Like, what did he do?
He tricked me, actually. I thought he was in a really bad mood, and I asked him if he wanted to go take a walk because we were hanging out with my family, and I was like, this is so embarrassing. He's like in this really crabby mood. So I asked him if he wanted to go for a walk, and we went for a walk down by the pond by my house, and it turns out that he actually knew I was going to do that and had tricked me and decided to propose to me right then. So, and his brother hid in the bushes at the time and caught it all on camera, so that was awesome.
Very cool. Crafty guy.
Yes, I know.
Right on. So, let's see here. Do you guys have a favorite date that he took you on, or something that you guys went road trip or something like that? One of your favorite memories when you guys watched this on your 25th anniversary, remember, oh yeah, the thing we
Yeah.
did.
I think one time I went out to visit him in California, and that was really fun. We got to hang out on the beach and just spend a full weekend together, which we didn't get to do a lot because we were apart for the first year, so that was really fun.
Very cool.
Okay. Stephan, I love you very much, and I cannot wait to be marrying you in just a few short hours. And I hope this will be a day that we remember for the rest of our lives.
Okay.